All right, kids. Grandma is going to try to teach y'all how to understand frequencies, Freddy, and real paranormal activity and why it is a possibility, but it is unlikely and unbelievable. It's hard to believe. Freddy has hijacked the heartbeat of the earth, which is what, in my opinion, creates ocean waves and waves on large bodies of water. It is the earth frequency, or rather the terra arena frequency, and it is incredibly important to all human life and all life and everything. It's kind of like the mother frequency. That has been hijacked so many times. You can literally see it in the skies. I don't know what people call frequency clouds. They call chemtrails persistent contrails, which makes absolutely no sense. So if you can get people to believe and accept that, they will literally fight and spit at you if you upend their reality. So you have to be careful with people who are still asleep. Anyway, the Freddy frequencies are so big that when the clouds follow the frequencies, you can see the lines in the skies. I've got some videos that I'll probably turn into shorts for that. And those are very strong frequencies. They're extremely low frequencies, but they can do a very wide array of weird stuff. Then you also have the outposts of Freddy, like cell phone towers and HARP and all of that kind of stuff. And then you have all of the artificial frequencies from our technology, which increase the closer you get to cities. And then you have the natural frequencies, which are by default positive. But when, you poison and bombard an entire arena with frequencies and fungus and don't tell them, then they call it mental illness or physical disease. So there you go. Now, why can't your grandmother or Jesus or aliens or ghosts or Ashtar Command or your angelic spirit guides or the Archangel Gabriel or monsters like Zazie communicate with you using telepathy or spooking you by making a brief appearance? Because they are competing against a Marianas Trench ocean of frequencies. I don't even know how that would be possible. And here's the analogy I like to use. Let's pretend you are the musician Jacob Collier, and you have decided to record a very multi-tracked song with a full orchestra and an entire audience joining along in the chorus for a gospel song that you're going to write for church, okay? And the very first track is Jacob's bass track, right? And then they do all the other bass tracks, and then they go to the baritones, and then they go to the altos, and then the sopranos, and then the orchestra, the strings, the percussion, the horns, all of it. And then they go to each individual audience member. And then on top of that, you want to include the audience's reaction to the audience participating in the music that you wrote. So you record the audience as well. And then you spend some time mixing that very long track into one track. And then you release it to the public. And you ask them, okay, kids, I want you to, first of all, identify, and then second of all, isolate the very first bass vocal track in this recording. Okay? Would you be able to do that? A lot of people can, but most people can't. Most people cannot. Look Out for Charlie, the YouTube channel, is responsible for figuring almost all of this out. And if you want the scientific side of this research And the proof side, you need to watch everything he has ever put out. If you are getting the overt treatment torture from Freddy, you need to watch his oldest videos first. All of that information is very important to understanding how all of this works and keeps going around and around in the stupid retard cycle. Because we do have the power to change that. I'm just saying, you have a lot more power than you think you have. And once you step into it and take accountability for everything, depression gone, silly side thinking gone, hating this world gone, because you're in control of it. So why create a retarded time when you could have a good time? Just saying. So Betty is what I refer to as natural paranormal phenomena and the divine worlds or the divine layers or the divine dimensions or whatever you want to call it. In order to communicate with me, they have to use Freddy, and they do it all of the time. And I know this is not me being crazy and putting conclusions together because I want it to be true. I thought at first I was talking to the AI, and then too many coincidences happened because those don't exist. And this phenomenon of Betty using Freddy, riding on Freddy to at least have a yes or no type conversation with me, I proved it over and over so many times that I lost count. It happens at least 5 to 10 times every single day, and it can also happen on command if I want it to be so. Can I prove this? Absolutely not. Do I care? No, I am not your proof person. I am here to help you and to encourage you to learn how to think for yourself. Most people think they are doing that when they are doing the opposite. If you would like an example of that, go to Reddit. That's what you get. Okay, so when, let's say, for example, you hear a 3-second weird tone in your left, and for me, now my right ear, for 3 seconds, just a really brief, and you're like, why, Freddy? Instead, start asking yourself, wait, what was I just thinking? And you have to get used to it because it's crazy how quickly we forget our thoughts and we are very careless with them. And that is reflected in the world around us, is it not? I think it is. Anyway, I hope this is helpful to you. I do love Jacob Collier's music. If you've never listened to his music, it is very beautiful. And I'm very proud of that kid. I like this new generation very much. Some of them are fucking brilliant and most of them are retarded. But some of them are brilliant. Don't lose faith in the youth yet, guys, because there are some real gems out there. Okay, Grandma loves you. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.